Look at yourself. Really look. How many times have you allowed others to walk all over you? How many moments have you spent caring about what others think, as if their opinions matter more than your own? You want respect, right? But the truth is, respect starts with one thing: respect for yourself. You are not a mirror for other people's judgments. You are not meant to be a stepping stone for those who refuse to see your worth. Yet, every time you let someone treat you like dirt, you tell the world that you do not value yourself. You give them permission to push you down, and you let them take your power. Respect is not something that can be begged for. It is not something that will be handed to you because you stand there hoping for it. Respect is earned, not by pleasing others, but by setting boundaries, standing tall, and making it clear that you will not be disrespected. You think people will respect you because you are nice? That is a lie. They respect strength. They respect those who demand respect, not those who beg for it. So, what does that mean for you? It means you stop putting everyone else's needs and desires above your own. It means you stop tolerating the disrespect. You start respecting yourself, and the world will have no choice but to do the same. No one will ever give you the respect you crave until you show them that you deserve it. The moment you decide you are worthy, you will see how quickly the world begins to recognize you. Let me ask you something. How often do you find yourself drowning in your own mind? How often do you feel like your thoughts are working against you, tearing you down and dragging you into darkness? The problem is not with the world around you. The problem lies within you. You let your emotions control you, and in doing so, you give them the power to define who you are. Every time you let fear, anger, sadness, or insecurity take the lead, you are surrendering to your weaknesses. And that is where the problem begins. You may not want to admit it, but deep down you know that you are ruled by your emotions. You let them flood your mind, take over your body, and influence every decision you make. Do you know what that is? It is weakness. Weakness is not a lack of strength. It is the inability to control what is inside you. You think you can push through the pain, but all you are doing is running away from the real issue. You pretend that the emotions are not there, but they are. They are always there, lurking in the background, waiting for the right moment to strike. You tell yourself that anger is just a reaction to what others have done to you, but no. Anger is a sign that you have lost control. It is not a sign of strength. It is a sign of someone who is afraid. Afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of facing what is really hurting you. Anger is just the mask, the facade you wear to hide from the truth. It is easier to lash out than to sit with your emotions and deal with them. It is easier to blame others than to face the fact that you are the one letting it consume you. And sadness, let me tell you something about sadness. People like to think that sadness is a natural response to loss, to disappointment. They say it is a part of life, that it is okay to feel sad. But no, sadness is a trap. It is an illusion that tricks you into believing that you are powerless. You think your sadness makes you human, but all it does is weaken you. Every time you wallow in it, you fall deeper into the abyss. You think that if you allow yourself to feel sad enough, someone will come along and pull you out. They won't. No one is coming to save you. The only person who can pull you out is you. But first you need to stop giving sadness the power to control you. Then there is fear, the invisible force that holds you back from achieving anything. You are so afraid of failure, so afraid of rejection, that you have built a wall around yourself, a wall made of doubt and insecurity. You fear what others think of you. You fear the unknown. You fear what might happen if you actually tried to push past the comfort zone you have built for yourself. But here is the harsh reality. You cannot move forward as long as fear controls you. Fear is the one thing that will keep you stuck in place, paralyzed by its grip. The more you fear, the less you live. The more you fear, the less you experience. And the less you experience, the more you miss out on opportunities that could have changed your life. But you know what? It is not just your emotions that are holding you back. It is your mindset. You have conditioned yourself to accept this as your reality, as if this is the best it is ever going to get. You believe that this is all you deserve, and because of that belief, you have created a life of self-doubt, a life of low expectations. You tell yourself that you cannot do better, that you cannot be more, and so you do not try. You do not even give yourself a chance. You are stuck in a cycle of negativity, a cycle that is so deeply embedded in your mind that you no longer recognize it for what it is. It is a cage, a mental prison that you have built for yourself. And every time you let these emotions take control, every time you succumb to the fear and sadness and anger, you lock yourself in it even tighter. The problem is that you have become so used to your own weakness, so accustomed to being controlled by your emotions, that you do not even know what it feels like to be free. You do not know what it feels like to be strong, to be in control of yourself. You fear, you deserve to be. You have become a slave to your own mind, to your own insecurities, and as long as you continue to let your emotions dictate your life, you will never break free. This is the problem. The problem is that you have let the chaos inside you take over. The problem is that you have stopped believing in yourself. The problem is that you are waiting for something or someone to change your life when the power to change it has always been within you. You have the ability to control your emotions, to control your thoughts, to control your actions. But you have to believe it first. You have to stop letting the world and your emotions tell you who you are. You have to take back what is rightfully yours. Let me challenge you right here, right now. Look at your life. Are you happy with it? Are you satisfied with where you are, with who you have become? Or do you feel that emptiness creeping in, gnawing at your soul? Do you feel the weight of every failure, every disappointment, every moment when you felt like you were not good enough? Do you know why you feel this way? It is because you have accepted it. You have allowed yourself to be controlled by your emotions, by your fear, by your doubts. You have chosen to stay stuck in this cycle, this never-ending loop of weakness. And I challenge you to stop. You think that the world owes you something, that your struggles should be recognized and rewarded. But here is the truth. The world does not owe you a damn thing. The world does not care about your pain. It does not care about your struggle. It does not care about your tears. You may think that if you show the world how much you hurt, someone will come and fix it. But they will not. No one is coming to save you. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you will realize that the only person who can change your life is you. You are the one who has the power to transform yourself. You are the one who can break free from this misery you have locked yourself in, but only if you choose to do so. Look at how you act. Look at the way you react to everything. Every time something goes wrong, you throw your hands up in defeat. Every time someone hurts you, you collapse into self-pity. You think that this is the way to deal with it, that being vulnerable, being emotional is going to make it better. But you are wrong. Your tears will not fix the world. Your anger will not bring you peace. Your fear will not protect you. What are you doing, hiding behind your emotions like they are some kind of shield? They are not a shield, they are a weapon, one that is destroying you from the inside out. And every time you give in to them, you are allowing them to win. Ask yourself, when was the last time you took control of your life? When was the last time you stepped up and said, I will not be a victim anymore? When was the last time you fought back against the forces that are holding you down, against the emotions that are dragging you under? You are letting them dictate your every move, your every decision, your every thought. and you do not even realize it. You are walking around pretending to be in control, but in reality, you are a puppet to your own mind. It is pathetic. It is weak. Why do you let fear control you? Why do you let the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, keep you from chasing your dreams? Why do you keep telling yourself that you are not good enough, that you do not deserve success? The only thing standing in your way is you. You are the one holding yourself back. You are the one who has created these invisible walls around you. Walls built on self-doubt and insecurity. And you know what? It is time to tear them down. It is time to stop hiding behind fear. You can either sit there, paralyzed by your own doubts, or you can take action. You can choose to rise above it all, to take control of your emotions and your life, or you can remain stuck in this cycle of misery. The choice is yours, and anger. How many times have you allowed your anger to define you? How many times have you let it destroy relationships, ruin opportunities, and cloud your judgment? You think your anger makes you powerful, but it does not. It makes you weak. It makes you a slave to your own emotions. You use anger as a crutch, a way to avoid dealing with the real issues that are bothering you. But all it does is keep you trapped in the same toxic mindset. You are not strong when you let anger control you. You are weak. How long are you going to keep making excuses? How long are you going to keep saying, "I cannot do it," or "it is too hard"? What is stopping you from becoming the person you want to be? What is stopping you from achieving your goals, from stepping into your full potential? Nothing but your own fears, your own doubts, your own laziness. You can sit there and keep making excuses, or you can take responsibility for your life. You can stop being a victim to your own emotions and start being the person who takes control, who makes things happen. But you have to decide to make that choice. And that choice, my friend, is the hardest one you will ever have to make. The world will not change for you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to hand you happiness. You have to fight for it. You have to claw your way to the top. And it starts with one thing: taking control. Stop letting your emotions run your life. Stop letting fear, anger, and sadness decide who you are. You decide who you are. And until you take that power back, until you stop hiding behind your emotions and start facing them head on, you will remain stuck. So what will it be? Will you continue to be weak, or will you stand up and take what is rightfully yours? Now, let me offer you the solution. It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be quick, but it will be worth it. You have spent far too long allowing your emotions to control you. You have wasted enough time feeling sorry for yourself, thinking that the world owes you something, or that someone will come along to rescue you. No one will. You must be the one to change. You must take control of your own life. The first step to this transformation is simple, but it requires immense courage. You must face your emotions head on. You must stop running from them. Stop pretending that they do not exist or that they are something you can ignore. They are not going anywhere, and if you keep pretending that you are unaffected, they will continue to control you. But if you face them, if you take the time to understand them, you will begin to unlock their true power. Your emotions are not your enemies. They are your tools. And when you learn to wield them, they will be the very thing that propels you forward. The key is control. You must master your emotions, not let them master you. Fear, anger, sadness, they are all powerful forces, but they are only powerful when you allow them to be. When you take control of them, they will no longer hold you hostage. You must learn to channel them. You must learn how to direct them, how to turn them into fuel that will push you toward your goals. Imagine what it would be like to have all that raw energy, that fear, that rage, that sadness, and to use it to drive you. Imagine taking every moment of pain, every tear, every frustration, and turning it into something that makes you stronger, something that gives you the power to rise above it all. Let me break this down for you. When you feel fear, do not hide from it. Do not allow it to paralyze you. Instead, look at it and say, "I will use you. You are the fire that will fuel my ambition." When you feel anger, do not let it consume you. Do not let it make you lash out or do something you will regret. Instead, use that anger to push you, to show the world that you will not be broken, that you will not be defeated. And when you feel sadness, do not allow it to drown you. Instead, let it make you resolute. Let it be the force that sharpens your focus, that makes you stronger, not weaker. It is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending they do not exist. It is about using them to your advantage. When you learn to control your emotions, you will become unstoppable. When you learn to harness that power, nothing will be able to stand in your way. But there is another part to this. It is not just about controlling your emotions, it is about taking control of your mind. Your mind is the battlefield, the place where everything begins. If you want to change your life, you must change the way you think. You must stop feeding yourself lies, stop letting negative thoughts control you. You must learn to recognize the voices in your head that tell you that you cannot do it, that you are not good enough, that you will fail. Those voices are not you. They are just doubts, just fears that have no place in your life anymore. You must replace those voices with new ones. You must start telling yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you are powerful. When you believe that in your core, when you believe it with every ounce of your being, the world will start to change around you. The first step to controlling your mind is to make a decision. You must decide that you are no longer a victim. You must decide that you are in control of your life, that no one and nothing will dictate your future. When you take control of your mind, you take control of your actions. And when you take control of your actions, you take control of your destiny. This is the solution. It is not magic. It is not a secret. It is the simple act of choosing to take control. You do not need to wait for someone to save you. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment to start. The time is now. The solution is within you. You have always had the power to change. You just need to take Start small. Start by recognizing when your emotions begin to take control. Start by pausing, taking a deep breath, and reminding yourself that you are in charge. When fear rises up, when anger flares, when sadness tries to take you down, stop, breathe. And remember that you are the one who decides what happens next. Once you learn to do this, once you learn to take control, you will begin to see everything shift. Your life will begin to change in ways you cannot even imagine. So, take control. Own your power. Master your emotions, control your mind, and watch the world tremble as you rise above it all. This is your solution. It has always been in your hands. Now it is time to use Now. Let us build something powerful. Let us take everything you have learned, everything you have struggled with, and transform it into something unstoppable. This is where it begins. This is where you stop being the person who is dragged down by life and start becoming the person who owns. This is the moment when you turn your pain into power, your doubts into determination, and your weaknesses into strength. You have the tools now. You have the knowledge. You know what needs to be done. It is time to rise. Imagine this: you wake up every morning and you feel the power coursing through you. You are not the same person who let fear control them. You are not the same person who crumbled under the weight of emotions. No, you are stronger than that. You are someone who has mastered the chaos inside, who has taken every challenge, every obstacle, every hardship, and turned it into fuel. You do not look at setbacks as failures anymore. You see them as stepping stones. You do not see problems as insurmountable mountains. You see them as opportunities to show the world just how strong you are. Feel the fire inside you. It burns brighter now. Every ounce of anger, every tear of sadness, every moment of fear, it has all been transformed. What once held you back is now propelling you forward. Your anger is no longer a weapon that destroys everything in its path. No, your anger is a finely honed tool that sharpens your focus, that drives you to succeed, to push past every limitation that dares to stand in your way. You are no longer a slave to it. You are its master. And with that mastery comes a power that others will never understand. Now, think about your fear. That cold, dark feeling that has held you captive for so long. Can you feel it? It is no longer an enemy. It is your ally. You have taken your fear and molded it, shaped it, turned it into a catalyst for action. Every time fear creeps in, you do not run from it. You embrace it. You turn it into fuel for your ambition. You are no longer paralyzed by what might happen. You are driven by the possibility of success, by the knowledge that fear is simply the signal that you are about to do something great. And then there is your sadness. The thing that used to cripple you, the emotion that used to leave you broken and vulnerable. You used to believe that sadness was a sign of weakness, You used to believe that it made you less of a person, but now you know the truth. Sadness is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every time you have felt it, it has taught you something. Every tear has been a lesson in resilience. Every moment of despair has been a lesson in strength. Sadness no longer drags you down. It lifts you up. It gives you the resolve to keep going, to keep fighting, to never give up. You are stronger for having faced it, and that strength will carry you through everything that lies ahead. Now, take a moment and picture yourself fully empowered. You are not afraid anymore. You are not controlled by anger or sadness. You are in control, completely and utterly in control of your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. You have conquered the chaos inside, and as a result, the world is at your feet. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can break you. You walk with purpose, with confidence, with the knowledge that you are the one who decides what happens next. The world may try to knock you down, but you will rise every time stronger than before. They will try to break your spirit, but they will fail, because you know what it means to be empowered. You know what it means to take control. Every action you take now is with intent. Every decision you make is fueled by the power you have gained. You do not wait for opportunities to come to you. You create them. You do not fear the unknown. You charge into it with the certainty that you will conquer whatever challenges it brings. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your own destiny. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stand in your way. This is the true meaning of empowerment. It is not about strength in the physical sense. It is about the strength of your mind, the strength of your will, the strength of your heart. It is about knowing that you are the one who shapes your future. It is about the freedom that comes with control, the control of your emotions, the control of your thoughts, the control of your actions. When you are truly empowered, nothing can touch you. You become unstoppable. You become invincible. And let me tell you this, the world will notice. The world will see you. They will see the person who has mastered their emotions, the person who has taken control, the person who walks with the confidence of someone who knows their own worth. They will see the power you radiate, and they will either try to join you or be left behind in your wake. This is the power you hold. This is the power you can claim. It is yours for the taking, and once you have it, nothing will ever be the same again. So, take this moment, take this power, hold it in your hands, and never let it go. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, the architect of your destiny. You are empowered, and nothing will ever be the same again. Now we stand at the precipice. Everything you have learned, everything you have fought for, it all leads to this moment. This is where you rise or you fall. This is where you either take control of your life or continue to let it slip through your fingers. This is the moment when you decide who you will be. Will you be the one who rises above it all, the one who controls their destiny, or will you remain a puppet to your emotions, a slave to your doubts? The world does not care about your excuses. It does not care about your pain. It does not care about your failures. What it cares about is power. What it cares about is strength. The world bows to those who pull the strings, not to those who are pulled. And you, my friend, have the power to pull those strings. You have the power to shape your own future. But it is not going to be handed to you. It will not be given to you by anyone. You must take it. You must reach out and claim it. Imagine the life you could have. Imagine the person you could become. You could be the one who walks into a room and every head turns. You could be the one who is unstoppable, the one who commands respect, the one who takes control of every situation. You could be the one who faces every obstacle, every challenge, and laughs in its face. Nothing, no one, could stand in your way. You could be the one who rises from the ashes, stronger, sharper, more powerful than ever before. But that will only happen if you take action. That will only happen if you stop hiding behind your excuses, your fears, and your doubts. You know what you must do. You know the steps you must take. The first step is simple. Take control. Control your emotions. Control your mind. Control your actions. No more excuses. No more waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment. There is only now. This is your moment. This is your time. You are the one who must make it happen. The world will not wait for you. Time will not wait for you. If you want to rise, you must act now. Do not wait for someone else to tell you what to do. Do not wait for permission. You are the one who decides what happens next. You are the one who has the power to shape your own fate. The world will try to hold you down. It will try to break you, to knock you off your path. But you are stronger than that. You are unstoppable. You are the one who will rise above it all. And when you do, when you take control and make it happen, they will see you. They will see the person who took control, who did not wait for anyone, who made their own destiny. Now, I ask you, what will you do with this power? What will you do with this knowledge? Will you sit back and watch life pass you by? Or will you seize this moment, take control, and rise to the top? The world is waiting for you. It is waiting to see what you are made of. It is waiting to see if you have the strength, the will, the power to rise above it all. And you know what? I believe you do. So, take action. Rise up. Take control of your life. Show the world who you truly are. Let them watch as you become unstoppable. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, and nothing will ever stand in your way again.